Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have the city officials searching for a missing person after jet ski crash, the county commission to vote on controversial rezoning for workforce housing, neighbors saying their mail hasn't been delivered for months, and fire rescue aids as hazardous material cleanup on Flagler Beach. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We've got Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, BNS Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. August Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Please support all of our wonderful sponsors, and you can support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can find us on YouTube and help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. You can also find us on Rumble and follow us there as well. Facebook stars are our favorite shape, so we're always grateful when you send them. Our app is back in the Apple App Store, so download it today. All right, good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, we're back.
Yep.
New week.
Oh, man. Long weekend, but a productive weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I had a very busy weekend, too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
very productive this weekend.
Good.
And it was hot.
I was inside for most of it. I did have to run some errands, and yes, it was hot. Ugh. How you doing, Blake?
I'm doing great. Just getting everything set up here on the laptop.
There's nothing on the TV in the back. It's just darkness. Does that fit
There
your
will
mood?
be something up.
Eventually, that's what he's working on, huh?
You know what? You got our expectations set. I always want to see what's over your shoulder.
Give me
All right.
1 second. I'll get it up.
All right. Thanks, Blake.
All right.
Question of the day?
All right. Question of the day is, so far this year, in
Okay.
2025, what's the highlight of 2025 for you?
Highlight of 2025. Probably I just got back
And
from
I have a professional one and a personal one.
Okay.
So that's, I broke it out because
All right. So I've got my cousin just got married, and that was a really cool experience because he was the ring bearer at my wedding.
Mhm.
So seeing him grown up and becoming a husband was pretty cool. So that's one kind of professionally, but still kind of family. My son's class did a mock trial competition, 2 rounds of mock trial competition, and seeing those kids go from not knowing what an objection is to running a whole
Fully
courtroom
immersed in
with,
it, yeah.
and that was really, really cool. Sheriff Hardwick sent some love and support from his office when they were in the courthouse, so that was really cool too. So probably the mock trial.
Gotcha.
What about you, Blake?
Like what you got?
I'm probably going to have to say I definitely would say like being part of the new 904 Now that was definitely incredible. Like being a part of this community, still being like the #1 like news organization in St. Johns County and St. Augustine.
Nice.
Beat that St. Augustine record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but definitely being part of that it's just an amazing experience that I'm glad to be a part of.
That's very cool. That's
Yeah.
probably the right answer given the context.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that is my professional answer
Yeah.
because I mean, it could have went either way.
Mhm.
When you make big transitions like this, and having you come on board and Lenny and Blake and everything fell into place. I mean, because I was very nervous
Yeah.
about like making that big of change in a business, and I think and Blake did an amazing job last night with our first story. It really is kind of starting to get his feet on the ground and really, I can feel it. I think you can feel it. I think everybody can feel what's going on with it. So I'm excited about that. But personally, like, I always like to get away in the trip to Anagata, that little reset. And then we have another trip. Blake and I are going for a weekend next weekend. So, I mean, all of those things kind of refresh me because I don't, when I'm at home, I'm always like thinking in my brain, but when I get away, I kind of can get away.
Yeah.
But I have to leave town to do it. But, so
you can't really relax in this time zone.
Yeah. So I can't really relax in this time zone.
Good luck trying to relax. It's very hard to do.
And I talked on Friday on my 2 cents about my pyramid of friends.
Yeah.
And without my pyramid of friends, I wouldn't have been able to do what we did at the 904. So I mean, and that's kind of a special thing. So
that is really cool, and that is a big deal to be here and on the morning show. It's been quite an interesting transition, but I'm really liking it.
We're really glad you're here.
It's time now for a quick check of the weather.
It's gonna be all right. Hot.
That quick check of the weather is brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Bin 39, tucked inside the St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday, open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. We got the Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Traffic's looking decent.
It is.
That upper left doesn't look decent.
A little bit busy coming into Jacksonville, though. That's we're looking at mile marker 329, so a lot of people are coming up to Jacksonville this morning.
Yeah,
it looks pretty busy.
Pretty slow and congested there, but it's moving good further south.
Yep, but everyone else, it's looking adequately decent.
Nobody wants to go to Jacksonville anyway.
No.
That Hit the Blake's traffic report is brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine one stop at a time. Moving into the news, St. Augustine officials search for missing person after reported crash near the Bridge of Lions. St. Augustine officials launched a search Sunday evening for a missing person following a reported crash near the Bridge of Lions. Officials responded around 8:50 p.m. after receiving a call about a watercraft crashing into a buoy, according to St. Johns County Fire Rescue. The search prompted the temporary closure of the Bridge of Lions. By 10:25 p.m., the St. Augustine Police Department The St. Augustine Police Department announced that the bridge had reopened to traffic. The search for the operator remains ongoing. This is a developing story, and I believe we have an update.
Okay. The second line can go away. It is not an ongoing search any longer. Mm-hmm. They have, after hours of doing the search and doing the investigation, there is no missing person at this time. They've checked with and this is fresh from the sheriff department right before we went on air, so we didn't even have time to change it on the teleprompters. But it has been reported the search has been called off. They got a call and said that this occurred, and that they didn't have a whole lot of information, so they threw all their resources at it. And thank you guys for doing that, because it's very important that happens. But as of this morning, they are no longer searching. They don't believe there is any missing person. The jet ski was never found. So if when it was reported and the way Blake was reporting it last night, and thank you, Blake, for going out there and doing the live report, it sounded like there was a jet ski, but they couldn't find the person. That's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Somebody called in this call, and the response was let's go try and save this person. So they don't even know if the crash actually occurred, if someone just fell off near the buoy, got back on and went, and the person who reported it only saw part of the situation. But everything is back to normal. They've made an extensive search. There's nobody's called in any missing person whatsoever.
Yeah.
From that area in St. Johns County.
Okay.
So
we don't necessarily know if this is a hoax or if this is just, the guy did crash, got back on the jet ski.
They're not investigating it as a hoax at this time. They believe the person saw what they saw and called it in, and it that's what made everybody go on high alert. And it's obviously the best outcome possible.
Yes.
It was quite a scene over there.
Yes,
it was.
All right. Yeah, so I definitely will say, like, there was definitely something. Definitely, someone on a jet ski did hit the buoy, because I did hear from a St. Augustine Police Department officer that the marina did know that someone did hit the buoy.
Okay.
So there was a confirmed crash, like with the jet ski and the buoy. So, but I did hear at the same officer at the same time, though, that at the time, like during the search, there was a possibility that the guy already left after he crashed.
The guy got on it, but they had to make sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, correct.
Accidents happen. We love accidents that people can walk away from.
Yeah.
So
no, but I've had a pretty nasty jet ski accident. I hit another jet ski actually hit me. I was sitting still, and they
get T-boned by a jet ski.
Well, they were trying to splash me. They weren't experienced enough to know it, and then they crashed into me.
Fun.
And put a hole in my jet ski at that time. This was in the 90s, so
that stinks.
So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that update.
Yep.
St. Augustine neighborhood says USPS hasn't delivered mail to mailboxes in months. In a growing St. Augustine neighborhood, residents say they haven't received mail in their own mailboxes for months, and now many are demanding answers from the U.S. Postal Service. Neighbors living in the Shearwater community, especially along the Kingbird Drive, tell Action News Jacksonville that they've been forced to drive more than 20 minutes, sometimes up to 40 with traffic, just to retrieve their mail from the World Golf Village post office. Paxton Chambers, who moved in back in May, says he's filed multiple complaints with USPS. Quote, "We've gotten pretty frustrated about it. If I need to go pick up mail, it's 20 minutes without traffic, and the roads are pretty congested. It takes me up to 40 minutes just one way." He's not alone. Another resident who declined to appear on camera says she hasn't received a single piece of mail since she moved in February, and relies on the mail for paychecks and important work documents, making the ordeal especially stressful. So what's causing the delay? According to residents, the Postal Service has told them they don't have the locks and keys to access the rear of their neighborhood mailboxes, meaning deliveries can't be safely completed. USPS responded with a statement saying the security and sanctity of the mail are of paramount importance. Local management is working to ensure the new boxes in Shearwater are secured and safe for mail delivery. However, the timeline depends on the supply of materials. In the meantime, mail is being held securely at the World Golf Village Annex, located at 455 West Town Place, where customers can pick up with proper ID Monday through Saturday. Still, for some, the lack of home delivery is becoming more than just a minor inconvenience. USPS says they remain committed to resolving the issue as quickly as possible. Concerned customers can call 1-800-ASK-USPS or visit USPS.com to file complaints or check for updates. That sucks.
Well, I mean, it is snail mail, but that's taking it to the limit. But I mean, if
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be all over my HOA.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it's not the mail service's fault. It sounds like it's their fault for not providing them with the key. Like as a neighborhood, you have to put those in, and you know, in one of my buildings, I have a mailbox, a grouping mailbox like that. If I didn't provide them with the key,
they can't do it.
They would never be able to get in there.
Okay, so it is the failing of the developer and or HOA.
That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I know in my building, you know, if they don't have the key, they don't have access. Dang. And usually what it is they have one master key in the back, and it opens up all of them, and then they put them all in place. But
yeah, Yeah, that's the way lived in one neighborhood with a communal mailbox, and I didn't like it because like I didn't want to have to walk to some other location. I'd always grown up with individual mailboxes at people's yards. I mean, part of me is like, can we just revert back to that? Can we just get temporary mailboxes on the property and then nobody needs a key and then we can solve the problem?
Yeah.
I mean, people have been in since February and haven't gotten their mail. That's insane.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. But I mean, I would already been all over my HOA about this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
It's July.
I would have thought it was a USPS failing. I wouldn't have known it was an HOA failing. So
see, I would ask this question almost immediately.
All right.
I mean, but I think it's because of my knowledge of what I have to provide.
I definitely would have been like this guy who's filed multiple complaints with USPS and just been annoyed. I wouldn't. If USPS isn't telling them it's an HOA.
Yeah, I think they should have responded to that faster. I mean, it doesn't.
I wonder if they're just not telling people that it's HOA. Get on your developer and the HOA management company. They're the ones you should be picketing, not us. They're the ones that have the keys.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this right now, it's your HOA and your management company, not USPS. Go get them. All right, we've got the Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Shell at 146 King Street at $2.84. Mobil and Circle K is at $2.84. Owens on South Ponce is at $2.84. Sunoco on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.87. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is $2.89. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.89. Sunoco on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard is $2.89. Gate at Mizell Road is $2.95. Circle K on 207 is $2.99. And Gate at US 1 North is $3.10. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. I got to work on the transitions between screens. There we go. Yeah. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law?
Slow.
Call the name. St. Augustine is trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. We've got Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon. Reggie Starrett's at Tradewinds Lounge at 1 o'clock. Vinny Jacobs is at Guy Harvey Resort at 4 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthy's at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Kevin Edwards is at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Tradewinds Lounge at 5 o'clock. Stu Weaver is at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6 o'clock. Joe Downing's at Salt Life Food Shack at 6 o'clock. Bones is at the Tides Oyster Company and Grill at 8 o'clock. And Johnson Burns is at Tradewinds Lounge at 9 p.m. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction. Voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite Contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System, an expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right. I have an interesting one for you today.
Uh-oh.
Trending is a unique aquarium experience. All right.
A unique aquarium experience.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
Am I inside the aquarium or outside the aquarium?
You're inside the aquarium.
Okay. All right.
There is a specialty exhibit that you can see in an aquarium in a country that's not America. So I'm going to tell you what the exhibit is.
Okay.
Get your reaction, and then I want you to try and guess where this exhibit is located.
Okay.
All right. So this strange exhibit allows you to smell the various things on display.
Okay.
So that you can experience what the rear ends of different animals smell like.
Mm-hmm.
So these aren't actually, there's no actual fecal matter involved in this.
That reminds me of a country western song. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
They assure us that this is sanitary.
So
There's
it's
no
not in
fecal matter.
Mississippi.
It's not in Mississippi.
Okay.
It's not in
It's
this
a
country.
different country. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So these are chemical recreated in a lab to match the chemical signature of the various
I think I know where it
is. Booty holes.
It's in Australia.
No.
I thought that was
There
it.
are worse guesses. You're on the correct side of the globe, I'll say.
All right.
So there are literal like taxidermied looking butts of multiple species.
Then I'm gonna go like Madagascar.
Nope.
Madagascar.
It's less punny.
Less punny. Philippines.
Japan.
Japan.
At the, let me get the name of
be better
it.
than that, guys. Oh.
So I haven't been able to confirm if this is a temporary exhibit just there to like garner attention online, or if it's a permanent exhibit at the Kobe's Atoa Aquarium. It allows visitors to sniff how different animals smell, specifically from the butt region.
This is one of the times I'm really glad, like, I don't have a great sense of smell. I broke my nose 3 times.
You wouldn't go?
I can smell, but like when people go, "Oh, you smell that?" I was like, "Not yet." So I mean, I eventually get it, but it's like I'm always a little bit behind people.
This sounds like you need to convince a group to go with you to Japan,
and I'll be fine.
And then you are like, "Oh, it's no problem.
I'll be all right." I mean,
it doesn't smell that bad.
Like I don't have a total loss of smell, but it is probably of all my senses in comparison to everyone else. Like,
would you guys like a photo of what like like?
I don't want to see a butthole.
So I've seen lots of lots of videos.
The answer was no, and yet he still put it up.
So they're not taxidermied. I misspoke. They are pictures. It's sort of scratch and sniff.
Okay, Blake, you can take that off. You can take that,
but this aquarium is known for being unique because it is not just an aquarium with animal exhibits. It's also like an art museum. And so I think this is potentially like an avant-garde sort of marrying of art and animal. So are you going to the Butt Sniff Museum in Japan?
I'm pretty sure if I'm in Japan, that's one I'm probably going to pass on.
Yeah, you wouldn't?
I'm going to pass on that
I
one.
mean, I feel like I'd have to walk through it just to see if it's real.
Yeah.
The actual museum looks real, or the aquarium looks really cool. I went to the website. I can't, I'm not fluent in Japanese, and there's only so much that Google Translate will translate for you. So, but the images inside, it looks like a really cool museum. If you look, it's very like avant-garde, arty, and it's a cool experience. It looks like it would be.
It looks like it's built well.
So that's ATOA Kobe Aquarium X Art. But there's lots of videos that you can find online of people attempting to do the old snifferoo and, get that sensation for whatever it's worth.
Yeah. But we'll say though, if the one museum that I do want to go to in Japan though is the Japan Toilet Museum.
The toilet museum.
Yeah, they do those
All
right.
Al Bundy.
I put a toilet in one of these fancy houses, and it like had Bluetooth, and it had all these.
Yeah.
And it kind of
the self-cleaning toilet.
Self-cleaning. It did everything for you.
Living the dream.
It actually hugged you. No, it was
I've potty trained 3 humans.
I never used it.
That's a dream right there.
Like when you walk into the room, it has a motion sensor on it, so like the lid
lights up, right?
The lid actually lifts. I mean, this thing. I mean, it was like an $8,000 toilet.
What?
Yeah,
dude.
I don't have that kind of money.
I don't have $8,000 of my toilet winks at me money. I don't have that kind of money.
No, I'm good.
But like the toilet seats are
even if
heated.
I had that kind of money, I wouldn't spend $8,000 on the toilet.
You'd go on vacation.
Yeah. I do have Bluetooth in my bathroom though.
Yeah.
For the shower.
Yeah.
But those are cheap. Those aren't expensive.
Yeah, those aren't.
With the speaker.
Now the phones are water resistant, so I just take my phone in. I don't even get the speaker. All right. More serious news.
Mm-hmm.
St. Johns County Commission to vote on controversial 11-acre rezoning for workforce housing. St. Johns County commissioners are set to cast a final vote tomorrow on a controversial housing project that has already received a unanimous denial recommendation from the county's Planning and Zoning Agency. The proposal submitted by Andre Land Holdings would rezone 11 acres of land off County Road 208, about 1.5 miles from I-95, to allow up to 68 residential units, although the developer's representative, Doug Burnett, told officials they only plan on building 44 units. The land is currently underdeveloped, and the proposal argues the new homes would fill demand for workforce housing in an area with existing urban infrastructure. But during the public hearing in June, planning officials raised concerns, especially since no site plan was submitted with the application. That led to questions about potential impacts on already overcrowded schools and whether townhomes are suitable for that location, especially with an oversupply of unsold townhomes already on the market in the county. This piece is just out there by itself in the middle of nowhere, said Planning and Zoning member agent Greg Matavina. Greg Matavina?
It seems like that's close.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Who acknowledged the area will. Sorry, Greg. He acknowledged the area will likely grow, just not with this level of density. Nearby developments already approved include the Elevation Point townhomes and Soluna apartments, both of which will bring hundreds of new units to the region. Under the current proposal, 30% of the homes would need to qualify as workforce housing, meaning they'd need to sell for $260,000 or less, or have rents below the state's 70% area median income limits as defined by Florida's SHIP program. The county commission is set to vote on the matter Monday, July 22nd. If approved, the project would move forward despite opposition from planning officials and concerns from some residents. I don't like that they didn't submit a site plan.
Yeah, the site plan it doesn't work for me until the site plan's there.
Yeah.
I can't even comment on it.
Yeah.
So and I can tell you if I was sitting up there, I wouldn't vote on it unless there was a site plan.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can tell me all day long you're only going to put 44 units, but
and Blake, you need to look into that SHIP program. I forgot to tell you about that. So that's
okay.
For first time home buyers. It's actually a very good program if you plan on staying in the area.
Yeah, I participated in the SHIP program with my first home.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's a good program.
Which workforce housing, when I bought my first home, I believe it was $140,000 was what was considered
what they would allow.
Affordable workforce housing. Now it's $260,000.
Crazy.
Dude, Blake, you have my condolences.
Yeah.
All right. St. Johns County Fire Rescue aids in hazardous materials incident at Flagler Beach. St. Johns County Fire Rescue said they assisted Flagler County Fire and Rescue, Flagler Beach Fire Department in a hazardous materials incident on July 17th. The incident happened at Boston Whaler facility in Flagler Beach. Firefighters said the incident involved
Easy for you to say.
methyl ethyl ketone peroxide.
Oh, ethyl.
Ethyl acting up again.
Yeah.
A chemical that had entered an exothermic reaction, creating a dangerous and unstable situation. I know when I'm exothermic, I am also dangerous and unstable.
Whew, I tell you, anytime methyl ethyl comes over, I'm unstable.
This entire story sounds like a menopause joke.
It really does. It really does. Well, the story wasn't going anywhere, so we had to take it there.
St. Johns County Fire Rescue said drones were deployed to conduct reconnaissance on the area, allowing the teams to assess conditions and plan a safe approach before entering. According to social media, certified hazmat technicians from multi-agency teams successfully secured the material, preventing further incident escalation. I hate when my methyl ethyl exothermic reaction accelerates.
Yes, once it escalates, you better break out the drones.
Yes.
So.
This is a very dangerous situation.
Yeah. So we need
give her a glass of wine and send her on her way.
Yeah. Get her a pillow.
Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this marvelous Monday, I will march merrily through the Minions mentions.
All right. That marvelous marching is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly family owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. And this July, when you purchase a Handy House, $100 will be donated to Unity Outreach of St. Augustine, helping provide mammograms and support breast cancer patients right here in our community. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us comments report.
All right, so I was marching when I found that I was supposed to be meandering masterfully through the myriad of magical commentary without melancholy.
All right.
Okay. I'm not a melancholy guy.
No.
It's
not you.
I have zero melancholy.
It's not your bag,
world.
baby.
No, it's not my bag. I'm gonna suck it up, buttercup, and go. All right. Wawa's at $2.94. Costco's at $2.63 in Quasqueton, Iowa. It is 3:03.
All right.
So
good to know.
If you're passing through Quasqueton, Iowa,
I was planning on it.
Yeah. You know where it's at. Evidently, there's going to be some lane closures at out on 208 coming up this week. And Blake, I don't know if you can find it and how quick you can find it. If there is going to be a rocket launch at 5:12 today, there was a report of that being a possibility. But as we're doing that, I just want to say there's also today in the news, if you're bored and sitting at home and you want to watch some entertaining stuff, the TDC meeting starts at 1:30 today, the Tourist Development Council meeting, and that's talking about the financing for the city for the Night of Lights.
Nights of Lights.
So,
all right, and then
BP's at 297, Speedway's at 294. Again, the Wawa was it's up 296 on this one. All right, so what do we got, Blake?
Yes, there is a rocket launch.
Falcon 9.
Yep, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launch is the net time today is 5:12.
All right, Falcon 9. There you go. Thank you for confirming that, and thank you, Kenny, for letting us know about it.
We do have a retired Grumman guy in the comments. Bill, he said methyl ethyl ketone peroxide. The nickname or the abbreviation for it is MEC. That they used it at Grumman, and it's bad news.
Bad stuff.
Can confirm it is bad unstable.
Stuff. Bad stuff. So,
all right. Do we have stored him stat?
Don't mess with MEC.
Don't mess with MEC. I don't know.
Cannot confirm that one either.
Why are most things on the beach?
What I can confirm, on this day, 1972, comedian George Carlin,
if you're from Boston,
got arrested. He got arrested for his act. The 7 bad words.
He really got arrested.
He got arrested for it.
That's so funny.
He got arrested for it, and it went actually. It put some indecent language rules into effect. I mean, they didn't hold him for very long. But it was just the fact that he got arrested for it. So it was 1972. So.
It blows my mind what people used to get arrested for indecency, and then we've got like WAP on national television.
The charges were dropped on him. Good. But a later complaint about a broadcast of his act would propel the issue of indecent speech to the Supreme Court.
All right.
His act.
I'm guessing indecent speech won based on what we have on the airways today. All right, that's Totem Stat brought to you by St. Augustine Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice tomorrow because they're not open today. Just want to wet your whistle on that one. All right, plugs, Troy.
All right, plugs. I got to give amazing plugs to all the volunteers of Home Again on Saturday. We're so close to opening at State Road 16. We had 2 amazing donors that moved out of their houses, or like this was their second house, and they left all the furniture for us
That's awesome.
for to furnish the apartments. So we have a really big head start on that. But I mean, it was hot on Saturday, and we had like 12 volunteers just moving. It was one entire house, which was a huge storage unit. Then we got donations from my company for some chairs for the dining hall.
Awesome.
And but we had to move all of that on Saturday, and everybody just worked their ass off. And I want to say thank you to Ellen and Tom and everybody who coordinated that. It was a hot day, it was a productive day, and it was a good day.
What an awesome effort under the hot Florida sun.
And it was Mike's birthday on Saturday. He was there volunteering, and then he went to Surf Quest.
Yep.
And volunteered, so I guess he's okay.
I think he's the kind of guy that doesn't like to sit still anyway.
No, that's what he wants to do on his birthday. So,
100%. That is what he wants to do. What about you, Blake? Plugs?
No plugs for me today.
All right, and a lot of love for Blake last night doing his report. Excellent job last night, Blake. So
yeah, I was getting ready to go to bed, and Blake's live on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube and our Rumble. We've got Bollocks tonight at 5 o'clock. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.